At Melbourne's Alfred Hospital, a 23-year-old chef has been brought in after a desperate attempt to get to work went wrong.
This is Philip, who's a chef, was running late for work. Unfortunately, had a problem with his deadlock on his door, and he's jumped from the first floor window of his flat. So about 4 metres, landing on his feet on concrete. As far as we can tell, just an isolated ankle injury.
Let's have a look at this one. Can you wiggle your toes? Wiggle. Can you feel that?
Yep. Yeah, he was lying in his driveway. Luckily, he jumped with his mobile phone in his pocket, I believe, and was able to call 000. Yeah, lying on his side on the concrete, writhing in pain. Yeah, we discussed the pros and cons of jumping from buildings. It's probably not the best plan he ever had to get to work on time.
Phil's x-rays reveal a badly broken ankle.
You can see that there's quite a few breaks. There's one here, which is quite obvious, and hidden amongst this are a number of small breaks. What I have to do now is to pull on the foot, pull it downwards and bring it back into position. By doing this, it reduces the chances of complications.
My name is John. I'm one of the orthopedic doctors.
Hi, John.
Phil?
Yeah.
How did you do this today?
I jumped from my apartment building.
Jumped off your apartment building?
Yeah, because I had to go to work because I lost my keys and I couldn't get out the door, so...
How high was your apartment? Or
second floor.
Second floor. So maybe 6 metres, 8 metres, something like that?
6 meters, yeah.
Well, you will need to have an operation, okay? You've done a very nasty injury to your right ankle.
Yeah.
And the fracture is actually almost poking right through the skin there. So we need to get the tension off. So we're gonna just put you to sleep, put this leg straight now. There's a possibility that you may have to have a frame initially for a couple of days until we know what to do.
Phil's injuries are serious. It's unlikely that he'll be going to work anytime soon. A factory worker has been brought to trauma in severe pain after catching her arm in a mechanical roller.
I'm all
right, I'm in a bit of pain at the moment now, again.
Lisa's a 41-year-old lady, fit and well normally. She's at work today, hands become caught in a big roller about so thick by so thick. It's gone up to the level of her shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay, took about 3 or 4 minutes to extricate her from that. Probably loss of about 100 to 200 mils of blood.
Okay, can you wriggle your fingers for me, please? What about the middle one? Is it a bit... Can you straighten the middle one up for me? Not really?
Not really.
Okay. So you might have cut a tendon there.
I was putting the flat bits of boxes through what we call the universal to give it a crease so they're easy to fold, and my glove got caught on a part of the machinery that drags the cardboard through. And then my arm followed my gloves and my hand and everything. Yeah, so it was just an accident there. So it's a pretty fast-paced machine.
We're going to try and get some x-rays of this.
Lisa has suffered a degloving injury. The skin has been torn away from the underlying structures of her arm.
Take this ring off. Mainly worried that her nerves and tendons have been injured. Presumably it's been caught in this rolling mechanism. The skin and muscle has just been ripped apart by that.
It's likely that the rollers have also crushed some bones in Lisa's arm.
We'll get some x-rays and we need to have a closer look. Now I'm just going to have a quick look at your x-ray and then we're going to sort out we're going to splint your arm, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. She's got a broken forearm. One of the bones is completely broken and off-ended just near the wrist joint. And that makes me suspicious of another fracture or dislocation elsewhere. The 2 bones really form a ring in the forearm, and if you've broken one part of the ring, you really have to break the other part.
Doctors won't know the full extent of Lisa's injuries until they operate. Hence, she will lose the use of her arm.